I was I was a type A perfectionist personality. I did choir and drama. I know it's shocking. I did, it's like, I was a cheerleader. I really just wanted to be with my friends and hang. I did church stuff. I was just a normal kid. But, I was kind of in a small town, and I was like the only person I was like the kid from Glee in a tiny town. And now, of course, they have Glee. So if they'd only done that 25 years ago, it would have been even better. But I was that girl.
I was kind of the loner. I didn't have I had a handful of friends, but I ate my lunch in my car every day my senior year. I went to ballet, so I was a ballerina, so I was very focused on that. You kind of have to be, and that was 2/3 of my week was going to ballet class. And I didn't take theater or anything, sorry. We didn't have a very good theater program. I was in Western Utah. It was a really small school, and it wasn't developed. We didn't have the funds to do anything like that. But I did act all through high school in films, because Disney Channel would shoot movies out there. So I was always busy, and I was gone from school a lot. My teachers did not understand me either. They're like, how do you have 70 absences in 1 quarter? I'm like, sorry. But I got straight A's. I wanted to graduate high school with my associates, so I took a lot of AP classes. I was constantly doing charity work and trying to get all my credits as much as I could, so I could really dive into college. I was really into college. It's like, I'm gonna be in all the upper level classes. Oh, not
This girl is pretty much who you think she is, and it's really refreshing.
Oh, thank you.
That's true.
I had fun, but yeah, I wasn't in cheerleading or anything popular. Yeah.
I still have guilt from 4 years ago. My niece graduated, and I didn't make it. Granted, there was a huge snowstorm in Denver, and I couldn't get in, but I just still have that pang of, I want to be there on those important dates. I want to make it. And I have to tell you, my mom was a stay-at-home mom, and my dad had his own business. But even with his business, he was at the important event. So, I wish I could tell some tale about, they were never there for me. I was alone. But no, they were great parents, and I try to be the same for my niece and nephew and for my godchildren. I think I do pretty good.
I think everyone misses a huge event. You feel lifelong guilt. I missed that wedding. I think with our careers, I am so thankful for my family and my friends. Yes. Because the ones that understand are the ones that stick around. Because we don't have a normal life. I can't be like, oh yeah, I will go to that girls' trip in Cabo. I was just kidding. That girls' trip, I can't go because I booked something. Please don't hate me. And my girlfriends and my family, my friends and my boyfriends or anyone that I'm with, they understand. Because I can't be committed to you 100% because I don't know.
That's right.
I almost missed being the maid of honor at my best friend's wedding.
Now that's unforgivable.
Oh. The day of her wedding, I wasn't supposed to work. It was actually High School Musical 3. And I talked to Kenny Ortega. I was like, Kenny, I'm on the schedule for this day, and this is how much I love my director. He changed the shooting date so I didn't have to work there so I can walk.
That sounds like
him. Yeah, I was like, Kenny, she's getting married. I have to be there to fluff the hair and do what maid of honors do and make her feel pretty. And he's like, okay. And literally an hour before I had to be there, he let me out of sight, and I just got in my little dress and I ran to the church. I was like, I'm here. But that's very rare to have someone do that for you. So
very rare.
If it wasn't for Kenny Ortega, that would have been my event.
I mean, it's a great question because we'd all like to say we have perfect families. And I did grow up in a great family, but we have our issues. I mean, there's a little passive aggression going on in my family a little bit. And I remember when I first moved to New York, and I thought everyone was yelling at each other. I was like, why are they mad at me? But I just realized everybody's different, and each family unit is different. And for me, tapping into that part of me that is the perfectionist type A personality, but so intense, I can be very, I'm a multitasker. I can be very, I stay on schedule, but I'm a wreck in my personal life. So that actually wasn't the question, was it? I've gone off. Anyway, that's for therapy. I think that, for me, just tapping into that personality, that strong woman, and the woman who wants to have it all and does and is sort of failing at part of her job, which is being a mom, and seeing the evolution of the family. That's what makes me happy. That's what our family, the Chenoweths, strive to do when we get off the rails, and we do. We remember that really it's about love and forgiveness. Forgiveness is a hard thing to do. But I figure, I say this a lot, if I want to be forgiven, I have to forgive. So that's what we do in the Chenoweths, and eventually this family gets there too.
My family's like a kaleidoscope, right? That's the thing you look through and
Yes.
it changes. It's like you're on acid or something. We're kind of like, my family's like that. We're all different colors. We're like a prism. And when we have light shine into that prism, we are beautiful. When it's dark, nothing shines. It's a rock. So our goal in our family is just to make sure each individual shines in their own way. And I was really blessed with parents that never said I couldn't do anything. And I now reflect as an adult onto that. I was like, wow, they never told me no. Like, I remember being like, Mom, I want to do the Dying Swan Ballet. Have you ever heard of that?
Of course.
Yeah, I'm like, Mom, I want to do that in high school as my talent show. That's an extremely difficult ballet to do. You're dying for like 10 minutes. It's deep. I'm like in high school in Utah. And Mom's like, okay, go get him. I never heard no. And about acting, they were never like, yeah. My mom told me, whatever you choose to do in life, just be the best at it. She's like, I don't care if you choose to be a drunk, be the best drunk you can be. If you want to be, an architect, be the best architect. She always gave me the freedom of that. And
It's a great gift.
It's a great gift now, realizing, some people have even told me, they're like, you have this like childish ambition, childlike ambition, where I don't really hold myself back, but it's because my parents never let me hold myself back. I was like, oh yeah, I can do that.
They gave you self-esteem.
Self-esteem, and maybe that's just kind of blind, and sometimes it is, because I'm like, yeah, I'll accomplish anything. And sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't at all. But I'm really thankful.
Don't ever lose that. Don't ever lose that.
Thanks. I try.
It's a great quality to have.
Yeah, my mom did that. My dad did too, of course, but I got really lucky. But yeah, we're not perfect. We have a lot of problems. Everyone does. But without those, you don't grow, and you don't get character developments, and you don't get access to situations that make you uncomfortable and which force you to grow. So I am thankful for my family for giving me all those.
Oh, my hobbies was the BlackBerry. As you can see, I'm really good at it.
Oh yeah, you have yours.
I do have my BlackBerry with me a lot,
Yeah,
and I also
yeah.
used it to light myself in some scenes. I think Samantha would have the phone here. But for this one, I mean, she had to learn the jump rope, which I can barely walk a flight of steps anymore. I was amazed at it.
And I thought, I trained for 4 months in LA prior to, so I had this amazing lean Pilates physique with my trainer. I was like, yeah, I look great on camera. I get to Michigan, they're like, that's nice. We're bulky and you need to run faster. I was like, oh my God. So in a month, I just got really built. And that was a wonderful treat for me because I had never really dedicated myself like that. In ballet, it's different. It's long, lean muscles and elegance and lines. And here, I have to be short and a little bit stocky because it's so much power. When you jump rope like that for speed, your feet only come up maybe that much off the ground. So it's just very concentrated movements, which give you really strong, thick muscles. And I had never eaten just straight protein. And I never craved a whole chicken before, and I did. It was insane. Because I just want protein. I'm hungry all day. It was a wonderful treat to do that. I'll never jump rope again. I have not.
She was so good, right? I mean, it was crazy watching her.
And you were using a wire, not a real
Yeah,
rope.
those will slice your legs. It's insane. They're wires.
Yeah.
Like what spies use to capture people, in those spy movies. I was
I
like,
just
what?
stayed. I was over at the dessert cart. I just was like, you go, girl.
Yeah, and they hit the back of your calves, and you have the professionals have scars because for years of doing it. I'm like, what?
She nailed it.
Yeah, we had a great team that actually trains and does the Olympics, the jump roping. And that they're based in Michigan. We were so lucky, and I met them there, and I was able to jump rope with them. And these kids, I was like, what? The level of sportsmanship and how hard they train.
And she trained throughout our movie. We would wrap at 9, and I'm like, oh, I need to go to bad. She's off doing 2 more hours.
I was like the crazy girl at
It's
the hotel,
impressive.
like jump roping in the gym. I'm sure the staff was like,
Mine are so easy. The Real Housewives of any county.
What do you love about that show?
Preferably New Jersey. Someone's gonna die. I think it could be Teresa. Hillbilly hand fishing.
Okay.
Because I grew up in that area where my cousins all did it. And I really want to be on this show. It hasn't worked out yet, but
if you get on it, do you take me? Because I'll do it. I'll have so much fun.
would.
You stick your hand in the fish, like gets it, right?
Done.
Yeah, then you have to hold on. It's a cap. Yeah.
Done.
Check.
Yes, okay, yeah. I mean, I guess I really like my strange addiction. I've talked about it before, like, I can't stop eating bounce dryer sheets. I like to drink blood or my own urine. I don't know what's wrong with me. Maybe there's something to be worked out there, but I think when I come home at night, after being so focused, I just want to feel really good about myself.
Yeah.
And reality. And I know just how much I have it together. I feel great.
Absolutely.
I love blogs.
Okay.
I don't blog. Yeah,
You
I
should.
I just have someone building one for me right now. I'm really
Good.
excited because I can't do the computer very well. I can take the picture, but I can't like put it in the computer. It's so hard. That's supposed to be my generation too.
I know, I'm
can't
like,
figure it out.
what?
No. I write letters. I don't know if that's a pop culture thing. I guess no one knows that. Never mind.
I do.
Right?
Mhm.
I have a pen pal. I still have a pen pal, and I've had him for 7 years. He lives in France. I live
Wow.
in LA, and we write only letters. So we've done it for 7 years now. We watched our lives evolve, and twice a year we meet up, usually in Paris or something.
So he wasn't like catfish crazy or anything like that?
No.
Right?
I never saw that, but I met the guy that made it.
Oh, Neve, he's hot.
Yeah, he's really good looking.
I love catfish. I mean, I can't get enough. Teen Mom.
Oh my god,
Same
Teen
one.
Mom, the first season. Oh,
Yeah.
I was addicted.
So good.
I love Tazza. I stalk her every day and her family. They live in New York. Maybe I'll run into them. Love Tazza and A Cup of Joe. Those are the 2 blogs that I love. Pop culture. The Heart of Dixie, that new show with Rachel Wilson, Guilty Pleasure. She wears shorts
So
in like
good.
every scene. I'm like, you're adorable. And what else do I do? No, I don't have a
think.
I don't have a TV, so I just
Huh?
yeah.
What?
I have a computer. Like I watch stuff online.
See, the way we're doing everything is different. Because I used to have appointment television growing up, and now we're not even. Soon, television won't even be. It will be all on.
No, I just don't have one because I don't use it.
I can't imagine. For me, that was a big moment on set to meet one of my idols because I had done the lead in the movie Music Man for ABC with Matthew Broderick, and then to meet the original Marion the Librarian. But not just that, I mean, she had done a lot of things. Seven Brothers, she was the deal back in the day when they did movie musicals all the time, when that was what was cool. So for me, to get to work with her, that was meeting an idol. And, you know, talking about music and the score of Music Man and Meredith Willson and just all the things that we had in common, that was really, really cool. And then to see her play a very eccentric character. You wouldn't necessarily think Shirley Jones would have puppets and wear a headband. But, you know, it was very difficult for me to insult her in the movie as my role, because I love her and respect her so much. But it was neat.
I ran into her at the airport the other day.
What?
Randomly, she was getting off of her plane, and I had just got off of mine. It was LAX, like just charging my phone with something stupid. And I look up, I'm like, Grandma? And I didn't want to scare her because she's like walking. You know, when you get off the plane, you're kind of disoriented. It's like, Shirley! She turns around, I'm like, it's Emily, Dungy! She's like, oh my god! She just got off her book tour. I was like, hi!
She's so precious.
So amazing.
Yeah, but comedy is so hard. It's the hardest thing. I mean, we've all heard it. Death is easy, comedy is hard. And it drives me a little bananas, like when I look at the Oscars and I see all these very, very dramatic roles. And nothing again, I play dramatic roles too. But I want more of the comedic people to be recognized. I look at Kristen Wiig, for example, in Bridesmaids, and you know, certainly Melissa's amazing. But it's so hard to be the comic lead straight woman. And I just want it to be celebrated more with awards don't make us up, but I would like to see the Academy start to really
Like to see some awards.
some comedy, man. I mean, it's effing hard.
Awards propel them for more, and it'd be nice to have more funny women out
Mhm.
there. It's so
And be
hard.
celebrated, not like, oh, that was a sweet thing. Not, it's not taken seriously, and it's so difficult.
Who are you wearing?
Melissa.
Oh, Melissa, bye.
Bye.
Emily. No, that's
Dang
the
it.
character you-
Sorry, we did this.
I've got it. It's
What?
called Becky.
Becky by Melissa.
Melissa.
This is also Laura I'm wearing. Not this, but the same brands for my
Who,
my
who
premiere
makes your
outfit.
who makes your shoes?
God, dude. Hold on. Charlotte Olympia.
Oh, new British designer.
Amazing. Her
I
shoes
have
are so
those shoes that
comfortable.
have music notes on the bottom. She made music note shoes.
Sorry, this is so
No.
professional.
I, on the other hand,
My
can
stylist
barely
died.
get here on time and think I chose something out in the dark. And
She looks amazing.
this is interesting, but it's all BB because I'm a midget and they make little clothes.
Me too. When we were on set, that was the best part. Like, what do you wear? I'm like, what do I wear? Because we're both really small.
Yeah.
I'm 5'1". I grew an inch at 25. I just want to say that.
So
I grew an
there's
inch. How crazy is that? No one grows. I did.
That's awesome.
Went to Hawaii right after shooting this film.
Well, you
None of my
probably shrunk
clothes could
doing
fit.
that.
I was like, Mom.
That's
But my shoe grew to half an inch too, like half the size of my feet and an inch in height. Bizarre.
Why did this not happen to me? These are actually Tory Burch boots that she reminded me I wore in the movie.
I know, I was like, I've seen those before on you.
Yeah, so
I think you wore them the entire film.
I did. I can't believe I have them on my feet. I usually can't do it. But BB, my stylist just had a heart attack. That isn't.